Hi, welcome. So in this lecture, I'll show you how to tackle conflicting situation in a Git rebase. So we are in the demo rebase repository. Let's check the contents of the directory and we have several files over here. So let's modify the file humans.txt. Press I key to insert, and here in this line I'll just add my email ID. So bbash@whitepeaksoft.com. Press escape key :WQ to quit and save. So I will do an express commit using git commit -am, since this is already a tracked file and the branch is master branch, and our simple commit message is prior to rebase conflict. Codes close, press enter, and the commit is done. Now we'll create a branch using git checkout -b. Now I'll name this branch as rebase conflict, since we'll actually create a situation that will give rise to a conflict while doing a rebase. Press enter. Now I'll modify the file index.html using the Vim editor. Press enter, and we'll go down below and modify the title. So we'll just add the word conflict. So the title is rebase conflict demo, and we'll come down here and we have a reference to an image file over here, appletouchicon.png, and we'll change this reference assuming that we have an image file appletouchicon2.png. And our third change will be this JavaScript file reference. So we'll change this version of the file to 2.8.4. So those are the three changes that we need to do. Now that we are done, let's press escape key :WQ to quit and save, and we'll do an express commit. So we'll modify this commit message. So the branch is rebase conflict. Our action was three changes, and the file is index.html. Press enter, and we're done with the commit. So let's clear the screen and we'll switch back to the master branch using git checkout master. Press enter, and here now we'll do the conflicting changes. And in order to ensure that we make conflicting changes, we need to modify the same part of the file index.html that we did while we were in the rebase conflict branch. So vim index.html. So we'll modify this title to demonstration of rebase conflict. And our second change, which too will be a conflicting one, so here we'll change the file name from appletouchicon.png to appletouchicon5.png. And our third conflicting change will be here itself. So instead of 2.8.4 version of this file, modernizer 2.8.3 respond 1.4.2 main.js, we'll just change it to 2.8.6. So we are done with all the three conflicting changes. Let's now quit and save. Escape :WQ to quit and save. Now we'll do an express commit. So we'll appropriately modify this earlier commit message. So the branch is master branch, and we have three conflicting changes, and the file remains same. Press enter, and the commit is done. So let's clear the screen and we'll re-execute the git log command. Press enter, and here you can see the commit related to the rebase conflict branch and the commit related to the master branch. So let's clear the screen. So now it's the time to do the rebase. So for that we need to switch back to the rebase conflict branch, and we have switched. So let's now execute the command git rebase master. Press enter. So as expected, Git responds with a merge conflict, and Git advises us to execute this command git rebase continue once we have resolved the conflict, or in case we decide to stop rebasing, Git advises us to execute git rebase abort command. Notably, the prompt has changed over here to rebase conflict, then pipe rebase. So let's assume that the situation seems complicated for us and we decide to stop rebasing. In such case, we need to execute the command git rebase -- abort. Press enter and we return to the normal prompt, which means we are out of rebase. So let's clear the screen. Okay, so now that I have demonstrated you the command git rebase abort, I will actually go ahead with the git rebase operation. So I'll re-execute the command git rebase master, press enter, and now is the time to resolve the conflicts in the file index.html. So I'll use the tool git merge tool once again, which we earlier used while resolving merge conflicts. Press enter and here you go. So this represents the remote pane or the changes in the rebase conflict branch. This represents the original file and this pane represents the local or the master branch. So now we'll go ahead and resolve the conflicts. So we decide to keep this change rebase demo that comes from the original file or the base. So we click button over here. So that resolves the first conflict. So let's scroll down. Next, we decide that Apple Touch icon 2.png is a right reference to the image file. So we decide to keep changes as can be seen here. So we hit the blue button and we come to the last conflict wherein we decide that 2.8.6 is the right JavaScript file or JS file that we need. So we decide to keep changes that are in the master branch. Hence I click the green button. So that completes the whole cycle and we have resolved 3 conflicts. Now at the top we have the save button. We'll click on it, save our changes and we'll exit from the tool. File exit. Let's clear the screen and let's do a git status. So git says that the rebase is in progress and the base is this particular commit ID, and it also says that all conflicts has been fixed and it advises us to execute the command git rebase continue. And we have a modified status for the index.html file. So let's execute the command git rebase -- continue, press enter, and the git response shows that we have successfully done our rebase. So let's clear the screen and let's inspect our content, which is the file index.html. And here you can see we have accepted this change while doing the resolution git rebase demo. And our second resolution was accepting the change for Apple Touch icon 2.png. And the third resolution was accepting this version of this .js file. So this confirms that we have done a successful conflict resolution. So let's quit from the editor and now I'll execute the git log command. So I retrieve an earlier command. So the command continues into the next line. So here is our first commit, which was done prior to rebase conflict, and this was a commit related to the conflicting changes in the master branch we did in the index.html file. And these were the conflicting changes related commit for rebase conflict branch. The head points to rebase conflict and we have a pretty much flat commit history that you have done our rebase. And also you can see that the rebase conflict branch is ahead of master by a single commit. So let's clear the screen. So we'll switch back to master now using git checkout master, press enter. And now that we have resolved all conflicts and the rebasing process is done, we'll simply merge rebase conflict branch with the master branch. So you'll execute the command git merge rebase conflict, press enter, and we have successfully done a fast forward merge. Let's clear the screen and let's re-execute the git log command. Both master and rebase conflict branches are at the same level and the head points to this commit ID. Now that we are done with the rebase conflict branch, we can safely delete it using git branch -d rebase conflict. Press enter and the branch is deleted. Let's clear the screen and let's do a git log once again. And you can see only the master branch remains over there, and the reference or label to rebase conflict branch has been deleted by Git. So with this, we conclude this lecture.